What if I told you that we live in some sort of an illusion? Some sort of simulation, like the Matrix. Some sort of reality that was meant to fool us into thinking that it was physical. You may laugh at the idea. You may think that I inhaled too much of the good stuff, or you may just accept the idea. But this idea isn't just something that I came up with one day because I was bored. It was a conclusion that I made by a combination of looking at the world around me and researching people that were way more qualified than I am to research it. Ask different scientists and physicists and you will receive different answers. But what you won't find is a "that's not possible" answer. Because the truth is, it is. We could be deep in a simulated reality like the Matrix and not even know it. This mass amnesia of who we are, where we came from, what this is all about, all begins to make sense. We aren't meant to remember. This feels real. But what is real?
What is real? How do you define real?
But if we are in some sort of matrix, can we find a way to control it? To bend it, to manifest the reality that we wish to experience? I think the answer is yes. Yes, we can. And here's how. Manifestation and the law of attraction is pretty much well known at this point. You create what you think about, whether you believe it or not. You're always manifesting something. What if the law of attraction is an element to this matrix that we find ourselves in? A sort of coded structure that keeps the simulation real, keeps it consistent, and keeps us believing that we are in a real physical reality. Without it, our thoughts wouldn't match our environment. We could wake up one day and be in a different house, different life, and may even remember the previous life that we lived the night before. So with this law of attraction code of sorts, we get what we think about. So if we think about the life that we are living, the Matrix gives us more of the same, keeping it consistent. If this is the case, you can simply change your thoughts and not let them run on autopilot like 99% of people do. You can effectively start to create the reality that you wish to have. Was this a gift from the creators? Or is this a side effect of the code needed to keep life consistent and real? No one will ever know for sure, but what we do know is that what we think about expands. So we must ask ourselves, what are we thinking about? And does it match the life that I'm living? Do I think negative and have a negative life? Be honest with yourself. Simulation or not simulation, thoughts seem to hold a power over the way that we live, the way that we interact, and the way that we see reality. And I would argue are the most important act of creation in this universe that we find ourselves in. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.